You have reached your destination.
Yep. Okay, let's see how we've done. We've not done well. In fact, we've done badly, and we are not amused, or happy, or pleased. Um, there you go. Look at the reflection. You should see a pretty even reflection of light, and not the rimply dimply, orange peel-ish kind of things. This is an orange peel. This is just a bad paint job. So I'm going to sand it off and start from fresh. Or if not sand it off, then sand it down to a common level and then put clear coat over that. I'm going to color sand it is what it's called. Maybe not sand it off, but you see what I'm saying. Sucks. Just sucks. This thing, when I painted it, I did a pretty good job and I was happy with the base coat. This, I don't know if it's the paint or it's my gun. I've ordered a new gun. I've got a DeVilbiss, which has been superb. It's time for a new one anyway. I gotta do Johnny's car. So, again, let it cure for a couple days. And with 800 grit, 600 grit, somewhere around in there, I'm going to sand it down so that I have one consistent level, one consistent substrate, like I did with the primer. This isn't it is. I mean, this pisses me off, but after it's all said and done, this is another couple of hours of work to fix, and then, 2 or 3 or 4 coats of clear coat, and you'll never know the difference. But if this were a Jeep, I don't think anybody would care, but I care. Fuck me, I care. Oh well. Oh well. Hope to be done and finished and put it, starting to put all this back together, but nope. So more to come. God damn it. Beautiful day outside and I'm wet sanding. There you go so far. So I'm not done. I'll do a couple passes at this. Wipe myself down, wipe this thing down, see how I've got. I can already see here where it's a little bit dry. I'll have a little bit more work to do, but that's okay. This is going pretty quickly, so I've got probably 10 minutes into this already, and I'll be done probably in a couple hours. So after that, I've since ordered a complete new a complete new guiding gun, and I will use it to good effect. Yep, and I did a whole bunch of research and looking at the product, the paint that I bought. I've got orange peel because I used too low of a pressure. So, it's stupid. Oh well, shit happens, I guess, right? First pass is done. That actually took me about 15 minutes or so. You can see that I've got a little bit more work to do, but that's not going to be tough. I've wiped it down as best I could. This is what you want to look for, the milky smooth. Okay, this will probably get filled in with, maybe filled in with clear coat and the second coat of black I'm going to put on, but I'm not going to risk it. So I will take another pass. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm done. Maybe I'm not done. Okay, I'll get that next. I'll get only that next. The rest of it's done. All right, so this milky white kind of a substrate, if I were to continue to go from like 600 grit sandpaper, which is what I've been using, to 800, to 1,000, 1,200, 18, 25, etc., this thing would shine up like it had clear coat. That's a long time in working, so I'm going to just do, like I say, the actual clear coat itself. I'm going to put another coat of paint on this probably tomorrow. So Typically what you do is you paint, then you clear coat after that. So, I mean, directly after that. So that the clear coat chemically binds with your top coat. I'm going to wait until tomorrow when or maybe the weekend, I don't know, but when I have more time yeah. So 1 or 2 more coats of paint. So it's 2 minutes per coat with this little small thing, right? 10 minutes between it. So 20 minutes for just the next coat of black. Half hour between that, 2.5 hours, and then 3 or 4 coats of clear coat. I might be doing 2 coats and then let that cure, sand that up, and put even more so it's an even deeper shine. So I'm looking at 3 hours, if not more. As the sun goes down, it is just 60 degrees in here and not the best conditions for paint, so I'm going to wait. At least for tomorrow and see how it works. I also wanted to show you what I've been using. Okay, so I used that to finish off. That's 600 grit, as you can tell. And this sponge. Take this inside, get all the gunk out of it, and wash it out. But this is specifically designed to do what I just did. On a curvy surface such as this, you do not want something that is too awfully straight, or if it's straight, you want it to be small, no bigger than this, so that it conforms and bends to the different curves. And on curvy cars like this, and that, and this is pretty much what you want. So you don't want to dig too deeply into the paint, and then you'd see it in the final reflection. So I'll take a few pictures. I'm going to stop, and I'm going to head on in for the night. Okay, so it's like 63 or 64 degrees outside, and it's about the same, 65, 64 in my garage. So I am going to take a stab at the Make-A-Wish hardtop repainting. I've got some re-prep to do. I need to wipe it down. I've blown my garage down a couple times. I've got my, see if I can zoom in there. I've got my spray gun ready. It's a brand new one. And yeah, I mean, I've got JP here ready for some more spray down at some point. I'll probably work that tomorrow. And my baby outside, because the Volvo left me stranded. Poor thing. Fuel pump, fuel delivery, fuel something. So, right quick. And I know the hood is up. But I wanted to show this top I got on Moss, or from Moss. I've since modified a little bit with a lift dot and some plastic under this. I've also, oh yeah, I forgot. I also welded. I sewed on a couple of hooks for the teardrops, both sides. I did that. And I've got the tonneau cover on underneath this thing in case it rains. I've done this once before. It's not a great solution, but you know, and I've got the Volvo inside. I work on the, I don't know, something. God damn it. Anyway, this. So I'm gonna wipe this down and mix up my paint batch and get her going here in a little bit. Okay, so if you're ever in a mood to paint something, don't ever use this shit. This is the worst clear coat I've ever used. I've got probably that much left, maybe. So if I have an oops, and I don't, I can redo some. Using a DeVilbiss HVLP gun at a 1.5 at the tip, and with the nozzle thing, that there in the center. And 28 pounds of pressure. So I'm done. Not bad. I see a couple spots that I don't like, but those will be taken care of in the final buffing. I might even take a little bit of a real high sandpaper, 1200 or 1400 to it, and then buff it out. I'll clear my screen here. Dust and junk all over it. So I see that. I think that is water off of my goddamn gun. My water separator is up in there and it's not doing a good job, so I'll have that to contend with. Oh yeah, look. There is the reflection of a leg of a sexy German man. That's not a dress, that's my apron. Yeah. So a little bit of I don't likes on the back, but again, that's buff outable. Let me show you from afar. Really, it's not bad. It looks pretty good. I've done I've done worse and covered it up with a good buffing. So what I'm going to do is let this cure overnight, and then I'm going to put it somewhere in my house and let it cure for another 3 or 4, 5, 10 days. I don't know. So it's good and cured, and just do some, more work on this puppy. Yeah, I'm not displeased. I mean, again, buffing and let me back up. I am displeased that there's a watermark in there. I'm displeased that I'm talking about, I can buff that out, because in the past I've done much, much, much better paint with better supplies. So I fucked up and bought what I thought was, well, there you go. And it's probably 65, 64 outside, and just a little bit of work in putting it all back together. Yeah. So, buff outable, yep. So tonight, I'm not even going to retract my hose. You can see that it's in the roof, the ceiling, and I've tied it off so it's out of the way, and it's not going to drop any dust or any other junk on the job site, on the job itself. So, and if you're curious, I've been using that sucker. It's both a dust mask and a VOC. You can see I've been not breathing in some red dust from my new MG Coupe project. Put that down. I've got more dust particulate filters there, and the rest of my brand new DeVilbiss setup. So there we go. I'll take a bunch of pictures and post this and wish myself a happy day. I might even drink a beer. And I thought I'd just share, in case anybody's wondering, we in the House of the Groob drink daiquiris now and then, and I figured, why not? Not a beer. I'll drink a daiquiri instead.